Hello and good morning. Welcome back to my channel. So as y'all can see, once again we in the car and it's just me because I have to go to the doctor. Well, not to the doctors, I have to go do an x-ray. I don't know if I told you guys this in previous vlogs, but I fell down. I fell down the stairs a couple weeks ago, so I was in a bit of pain, mainly feeling it in my ankle and in my knee. So when I went to go see my doctor, he gave me a requisition, so I'm gonna go do an x-ray and then I will catch you guys up on what has been happening in the last maybe week or so. Yeah, so I'm gonna call you back. Okay, hello, good morning guys. As you can see, it's a new day. You can probably hear little man in the back. He woke up and has not gone back to sleep. So as you can see, we are in the car. I have an appointment to go to. So as I told you guys, oh my goodness, I don't know what's going on with my face. I think I'm having a bout of eczema. And I've noticed that this has been happening on and off, where I'll get like all of a sudden really itchy spot, and then I have to put some hydrocortisone on it. And this is really frustrating, but it is what it is. And like, I'm breaking out and it's a lot. But anyways, so I have an appointment this morning to read the results of my MRI. I think I told you in the previous clip, I don't know, obviously this is the next day, but I did my MRI on Saturday for my head. I do an MRI for my head every year, with the exception of last year because I was pregnant. But if you watch the previous videos, like some of my old videos, I'll see if I can put the link up here somewhere. When I was pregnant, okay, sorry about that, my other phone ran out of space. So as I was saying, I had a tumor in my brain, so I was having a lot of issues during the pregnancy, headaches. I was in and out of the hospital and all that kind of stuff. That had carried over to this pregnancy with my second son, which caused me to be a high-risk pregnancy. So I had to get MRIs every year. Like while I was pregnant with my first son, I was getting MRIs every 3 months, and then it went to every 6 months. And then in 2020, I started having headaches again. They were really, really bad. And then they did another MRI, saw that my tumor had started bleeding again. So, you know, long story short, ended up having to have a surgery. And since then, everything has been good. So did a MRI on Saturday. And so I'm just going to go meet my neurosurgeon and do the checkup and see how everything is going with it, just to make sure that, you know, my head is still good. So I'm gonna go do that and I will check in when I'm done. Okay guys, so back in the car. That appointment didn't take as long as I thought it was gonna take, so we thank God about that. So yay, good news, everything's looking good. The doctor is like very excited, very happy. He said everything looks good, no issues, no concerns. And guess who doesn't have to come back for another 2 years for a checkup? This guy. So now my appointments or my MRIs are every 2 years. So yeah, very excited. So I'm gonna get low man, we gonna go home and I'll call y'all back. Okay, hey guys, so we're back in our area after the appointment, and so I'm just walking around, taking a walk, because we're just gonna go home and sit in the house. So I brought Bubs out for a little walk. Just gonna go to like the dollar store and like maybe pick up a few things at the grocery store for dinner tonight. Who knows, but I'll probably do a little montage or something like that. So I'll see y'all soon. Okay guys, so as you can see, we're still outside. We just finished getting some stuff from the dollar store, and then I finished getting some stuff at the grocery store for dinner. So just going back to the car, and then we're gonna go home. So what I'm gonna do is when I get home, I'm going to sit down properly and like tell you guys about all these appointments that I've been having and the reasoning. As you can tell from the first clip to today, two totally different days because my shirt. But yes, I had to do an x-ray and then I had to get an MRI done, and then waiting for the x-ray results. But the MRI results I was able to get today. But I'm assuming that there's nothing wrong if my doctor hasn't called me about my x-ray results already, so there's that. So once again, I will sit down and we will go through what's going on and the reasoning behind the testing or whatever, if you guys don't know already. So yeah, so I will catch y'all later. Okay guys, as you can tell, we're back home, and as you can tell, the children are home. You're gonna see shadows and movements and walking and everything. Oops, sorry. So little man is asleep, so I'm gonna make this quick. As I told you guys earlier, as I told you guys earlier, I went for my MRI. The doctor said everything's looking good, so boom, no need for an MRI for the next 2 years. The beginning of the video, I told you guys I fell, so I had to get an x-ray done. I didn't get results back for that, so my assumption is everything looks good. So the doctor was like, no need to bother with that, so that's okay. Plus, like, my knee and my ankle feels a lot better anyways. But you know, I just, with age, aches and pains, that's a different story. I also told you guys that I had to do the MRI every year. Well, when everything first started with getting the headaches and all that kind of stuff, I was doing the MRI every 3 months when I was pregnant with my older son, but I wasn't getting it done with the contrast because I was pregnant, and at that time they couldn't go without doing the MRI because of the fact that it was causing so much problems during the pregnancy. So I was getting the MRI done every 3 months. Literally the first time I got it done, and then I got it done a second time, I think within a month of my initial diagnosis to just the follow-up and meeting my neurosurgeon and all that kind of stuff. And then I think I was like maybe 5 months pregnant at that time, and then 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, that makes sense, because around 5 months pregnant is when I found out all this kind of stuff. And hold on one second, my daughter is doing comedies with me. Anyways, so yeah, when I had to do that first MRI, then within a month I had to do another MRI just to, you know, confirm the results that the doctors had found. Then I met a neurosurgeon. Once again, I told you all of these stuff in a previous video. I'm gonna see if I can add the link at the top or in the description bar down below so you guys can, you know, see all of that, because I did that after I had my son, my first son. I think yeah, like at 3 months, when he was 3 months, I did my another MRI. That was the first time I had to do MRI with contrast, when they did put the injection in to make sure that they can see all the structures of my brain. So after that, and then they saw, they're like, okay, the tumor's not doing anything, all that kind of stuff, so they just kind of left it. They were like, we'll see how things go over time, and so just monitored that. And then like it was 6 months after that where I had to do another one. So like I said, every 6 months after I had my son, my first son, I had to do an MRI. And then it started bleeding, the tumor started bleeding again, and so I had to go do the surgery. And then after the surgery, did the initial MRI that showed nothing, did another MRI 6 months later, and then it was still good. So then it was every year after that, which was probably around what? That was in 2020 when I did the surgery. And then I did the MRI 6 months. Actually, no, I didn't do the MRI 6 months later. I did the MRI at either 8 to 12 weeks just to make sure everything was good before I went back to work. And then after that, then I was like, okay, it was every year after my surgery that I didn't have to do another MRI. So it's been every year since 2020, did in 21, 22. And then last year I couldn't do it because I found out I was pregnant. And then my doctor was like, okay, we'll just continue. Let me know if anything happens, if there's any changes throughout the pregnancy, but we're gonna cancel your MRI until after you deliver. So after I had my son, I let them know, and then they booked the MRI, which was like 2 weeks ago. I lied. Which was Saturday. I'm confused. Anyways, which was Saturday, and then today went and did my appointment with my neurosurgeon, who said everything's looking good, no changes, structures look good. Before, my optic nerve was getting pushed on, which is like the nerve that's connected to my eyes. It was getting pushed on by this by the tumor, so it was causing some issues with my vision. Unfortunately, there is a little bit of issues still with my vision because of that, because it pushed up against the optic nerve so much. So I kind of do have to wear glasses a little bit, but it's not as bad as before. Like, I can see no problem like that, but if I'm like watching TV, like sitting on my couch and we're watching a movie or watching a show, I have to wear my glasses because it can be a little blurry. But other than that, my vision is good. I don't need like my glasses to really read or to drive or anything like that. And then so excuse me, so that's that on that. We're doing well, we're doing good, thank the Lord. And so yeah, that's really it that we did today. Nothing else. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching my videos. Let me know if there's anything else y'all would like to see. I'm just really doing me. I don't have a niche, if you guys realize. I just vlog. I just record whatever. So hopefully you guys enjoy it. But until next time, thank you so much. Don't forget to comment, like, and hit that subscribe button and the bell notification so you know when I upload. Thank you guys again, and I'll see you later. Bye.